We are back. Hey, how's it going? Sorry for the technical difficulties. Let's give a round of applause for the engineer. Getting it together so you guys can hear us. But let me reintroduce us once again. This is Elijah Lee and my co-host, Mr. Patrick.
What's up?
We are Health for Generations, and we are coming at you live today. So just real quick, I'd just like to introduce ourselves real quick. Wealth for Generations is a platform for local entrepreneurs to promote their businesses and discuss options they have or haven't taken to create wealth for the next generation. And so not myself, sorry. Uh, it's basically a platform so they can discuss what they're doing or what they're not doing and the options that they have, and we can discuss that. And I want to let you guys know that me, myself, and my co-host that I have on here, none of us are certified or legally have any degrees, any finance, medical situations, or anything like that. So I highly recommend everything that we say and suggest on here that you do your due diligence and do your research first, because what we talk about is just what we're going through and what we're experiencing and what works for us.
Right.
So without further any ado, I would like to get into the show. So our first segment for the show is going to be health is wealth. So we all know, I'm pretty sure Mr. Dip, Mr. Patrick, we all have busy lives. I know we all trying to save some money as well. So we may be more conscious about doing this, but we all do it. We all get lazy sometimes. We all eat out, right? Excuse me. We all eat out. You eat out, right, Patrick? I mean, maybe not
too much.
I think
More
we
than
all do a
normal,
little bit.
yeah.
What about you, Deb? You eat out, right?
Man, I've been trying to make sure that it's only like once a week now. You know what I mean? We was going fucking every 5 days a week.
Right.
You know what I mean? So every day for lunch we would, you know what I'm saying, grab something quick, you know what I mean, instead of doing something at home. So yeah, man, I definitely eat out too much.
Conveniency.
Yeah, it is a convenience.
Yeah.
It is a convenience. It's a convenience, and and it's also sometimes just you get caught up in yourself.
Yeah.
You don't really take the time to pack anything or anything like that. So what I'm gonna do right now is just let you guys know some healthier options. You are in that situation where you feel like you need to eat out or you got to eat out. There's healthier options out there for you. You don't always have to go to Caesars and get that $5, which it is a wonderful price, wonderful discount indeed. But what are you doing to that gut of yours? If you were paying attention to the last episode, we were all about the gut and the stomach and what we're putting in. So we want to make sure that everyone is just being just that little bit more health conscious about what you're putting in. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to give you guys some of the major chain picks that Wealth for Generations likes to use as far as commercial chain restaurants that have vegan options. So while you're out there and about, and if you're running around, you don't got a lot of time, there's always a good choice. I'm pretty sure you guys have been here before too. Chipotle. Chipotle is actually one of my favorite ones. They say they use organic, which is good, and everything's separated, so there's not too much cross contamination. But if you're out there and you're eating fast food like that, anyways, you can't be super picky because you got to remember too, fast food is usually an entry level job, so you can't get extra picky what people are doing. But that's probably going to be one of my like top picks as far as the big chain ones. You guys ever go to Chipotle?
Not a big fan.
Yeah,
to be
man.
honest.
I think it's all right, man.
It's
cool.
that you got it's that Hispanic thing,
Not even that. It's just
No?
yeah.
No, you're a rare one, man. There's a lot of people out there
I
that
know a
really
lot
like
of
it.
people that love it.
Yeah, a lot of people love Chipotle. It blew up out of
Yeah.
nowhere too.
I'm not gonna say I love it, man, but I grab some tacos sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't say I love it,
all,
but
man.
but yeah, it's probably one of my go-tos if I'm out and about and I'm doing like a big chain fast food, because I'm not really gonna go to Burger King. I'm definitely not gonna go to McDonald's, even if I
me
wasn't
either.
vegan. I got food poisoning from McDonald's, so vegan or not, man, I'm not touching
been years
McDonald's.
for me. Yeah.
But speaking of burger places, one of my other picks would be Carl's Jr. They were one of the first ones on the map with the Beyond Burger that they put on. Sometimes I'll go up there and get the Beyond Burger, but that's really all I'm doing at Carl's Jr. And I do often do a lettuce wrap with it too. And then another one we got is Panda Express, which is it's still very limited. I go up there, get some rice and some power greens. You guys like Carl's Jr. or Panda?
I love Carl's Jr. That's one of my spots.
No, I don't
Yeah.
fuck with Carl's Jr.
That
But
superstar.
Panda is disgusting, but I'll fuck with it sometimes. I'm saying just it's fast as fuck sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just grab it. But not Carl's Jr. now, absolutely. Because I don't really eat hamburgers like that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah,
try
I
not
got
to
you. I
eat
got you.
like that, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. When I was I used to eat burgers a lot. Like not I wasn't really like, oh, burger, but I was in and out of restaurant line cook work for a long time. So something easy and something that's like not gonna cost much, got that on the head. And when you're like line lead, you're freaking assistant manager and stuff like that, you're like, oh, food costs. So burgers are cheap. I throw a burger on and they're filling.
Yeah.
But I don't even eat the I don't eat real meat. And then there's also the what I like to call a fast pizza, which is like your fire fries, your
Okay.
mod pizza.
Right.
I think there's a third one too, right?
Biology?
Blaze.
Oh,
Blaze,
Blaze,
that's the
okay.
third one, yeah.
Yeah.
As you can go there, you can modify. Well, I don't want to say any of them.
Yeah.
Majority of them now they'll have your vegan cheese as well, and you can go in there and just get a vegan pizza, and then there's always veggies available, spinach, onions, peppers, what have you.
Yeah.
Use any of those ones? Any of the fast pies? Like the Blaze
My kids
fire
love it.
pie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my kids will eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I think that's why it blew up.
Yeah.
Because it's pizza.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with kids and pizza.
Yeah.
And then there's so many options. It's like basically like a Chipotle.
Yeah.
You got your base price, and then you can add pretty much whatever you
And
want.
it's not expensive either.
Yeah.
And it's quick too, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I like to call it like it's the fast pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it was Blaze that was like claiming 7 minutes or something like that, or
Okay.
8 minutes. Like they actually put a time on it.
Yeah.
So that's good. And then last but not least is actually the best, which is Salad and Go. You guys ever go to
I
Salad and
actually
Go?
like Salad and Go, yeah.
Salad and Go is really nice.
it's
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And it's easy to go vegan too there.
Yeah.
You can easily just take some meat out and you can easily add some meat
Yeah.
with it because it's just salads, really.
Salad don't have to have meat in it. I don't know why we think
Yeah.
we gotta have meat in
Yeah.
everything, dude.
Yeah,
Wow.
because we were raised to think that's where the protein is. That's one of the biggest questions I
Yeah.
get all the time whenever someone questions me about my diet. They're like, where do you get your protein from? You gotta eat
a
meat,
peanut,
right?
motherfucker.
I'm like, man,
Yep.
my lady will eat freaking spinach out the bag, like straight up. Like there's
Right.
protein right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't on that level. I'm not eating spinach like that, but I dipped in a little bit of dressing or something. I'll eat spinach. But so those are gonna be my top major chain vegan options while you're out there on the go. And then I had Miss Jess, who's not in with us today. She hit us full of actual vegan local spots. I
Okay.
kind of find out. So if you actually have the time and you're in the area,
Mhm.
the spots we really recommend.
Okay.
The ones I went over before, that's really like if you're in a crunch, that's the only thing in the area. Because a lot of these spots, they're on like 9 to 5 business times. You're not gonna be out there driving around at midnight
Yeah.
and be able to hit at one of these vegan spots most of the time. And then they have they're more on a if you ever been in the industry, you understand this, but they're on a more of an industry out. So they'll be closed on like a Monday or they'll be closed on like a Tuesday or something like that.
Mhm.
Because in the industry, those are like your days off. You
Yeah.
work weekends. Let's see what she has for me. So, actually, she wanted me to do that one last. So we got Verdura, and that one is located on 55555 North 7th Street, Suite number 108 in Phoenix. And this one, I believe, this is the vegan restaurant that used to be a Pomegranate Cafe.
Okay.
And then the Pomegranate Cafe, they bought the place or
Mhm.
they're renting the place. I'm not sure all the legalities of that, but it's female owned right now. I always like to point that kind of stuff out. Female owned out in Phoenix, and they always have some great background music going on over there. Really delicious food. But if you guys get a chance, Verdura is what it's called. It's really good spot there.
Okay.
Um, Wild Ass was another one, and
Huh?
don't mean to curse, don't mean to curse, but their logo is a donkey, so I don't
Oh.
think they mean like a wild ass person or anything like
I was
that.
getting my
Like,
ones together and going there, man.
Yeah.
right? Get
I
the
had the
get the
wrong
dollars,
idea.
dollars. This one is open till 2 a.m. No, just joking, just joking. It's not. After 12, we switch it up and we bring out the. But no. Don't get it mixed up. Sorry. Wild Ass is not a strip club. It has nothing to do with women taking off their
Not
clothes.
listen to Dip at all.
We are joking. It is a vegan restaurant, and it is located on 4810 North 7th Street in Phoenix.
Okay.
I feel
And
like I ate there before. Like they have
have you?
breakfast, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they do have breakfast.
Yeah.
I personally haven't been to this one, but
Mhm.
all these I did kind of look up. I tried to look up a little bit and make sure and see. So I wanted to see which ones I was familiar with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because there's man, they're popping up. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
People want different options, man.
Yeah.
and it's awesome though. Like I think it's really, really awesome that it's popping up and people are going there enough that they can be successful. You
Right.
know,
Yep.
at a point I feel like it was so limited because the demand wasn't there. So people were like, well, what's the point of trying to even do this if the demand's not there?
Yeah.
But there's people who are still incorporating meat in their diet, but they're deciding to try new things and venture out. And like if you were watching the last episode, you can't grow without change.
Yeah.
It's real,
And
man.
we all need to be growing right now. Even though the peak of the COVID situation is over, we all
Mhm.
need to keep that in our mentals and be growing from that. You know, we need to be taking in consideration our health. That's why this is the health is wealth segment, because no one wants to be left on their deathbed and you just made your millions
Yep.
and now you're stuck in a wheelchair or you're on your deathbed. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that we can all grow. We can all grow our pockets and we can all enjoy it. No one wants to be freaking you can't get on the flight and go out of the country because of an age restriction.
Yeah.
Right.
Something like that. That's it's ludicrous. Christopher Bridges. But anyways, on to the next one. Earth. Earth is actually a really, really good one. I've been there. That one's kind of tucked away. That
Mhm.
one's on 1325 Grand Avenue, Suite 7 in Phoenix. You guys ever heard of that one?
Mm-mm.
Nah.
No.
That one's a really good one. I went there and I had the flantas, and they were delicious. They were papas flantas. So for all you non-speaking Spanish people, if you've been here over,
You said flatas?
yes,
Yeah, those are good.
yeah, they're bomb. So, but yeah, all you people that have been here at least 5 to 7 years and you don't know what I said, you need to work on your Spanish. Those are potato rolled tacos.
Yeah.
So, but they are delicious. So, that one, oh, it's in the Desert Sun Plaza because it is kind of tucked away. Just so you know, it's at 1325 Grand Avenue, Suite 7, Phoenix, Arizona, in the Desert Sun Plaza. That one is phenomenal. Ooh, this is the first one I've ever been to, Pomegranate Cafe. This is the one that they used to have 2 locations. One was at
Man,
Verdura.
it's a lot of pictures, man. I just realized all this.
Yeah, I just grabbed a bunch of them, man. I mean, you can feel free to use whatever fits the situation.
Yeah, I gotta get I was messing up. So.
But so we got Pomegranate Cafe. We have a special note that this one actually does offer organic options and fresh juices and smoothies. Only downside to this one for me, I live in Avondale. It's in Awatuki.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But I kid you not, this place is bomb. It's ridiculous. I had a friend that used to work there. Don't really want to get into that story, but at one point she really endorsed it. It was delicious. It's good food.
So worth
Pomegranate
the drive.
Cafe. It is worth the drive if you are headed that direction. So we have Awatuki, 4025 East Chandler Boulevard, suite number 28, Pomegranate Cafe. That one is amazing. Oh, and then we have Early Bird Vegan / Trash Panda Truck. So this is a little vegan spot that also has a food truck. So they have a sister food truck called Trash Panda. So that's why we got the little slashy slash on there. But they also provide wellness shots and smoothies.
Oh nice.
Early Bird Vegan is located at
Mm.
1712
That
East
looks good though.
Broadway Road. What was
That's
that?
cool.
Which
I said
one?
that for the Trash Panda.
The like a breakfast sandwich or something, right?
Yeah, some type of
The New
sandwich.
Times.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They make some delicious stuff over there. I've been over there before. I had the gosh, what did I have? I think I had like the chicken sandwich. No, I'm not even gonna guess. I'll retract that statement, please. I plead the fifth. I ate there. It was delicious. Do I remember exactly what it was? I do not. But I will definitely be going again. It was that delicious that I will be going with again.
You had me at that wellness shots.
Yes, they will
Definitely interested in that.
Yeah, man. They provide. I believe they do them. They make them daily as well. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that is an assumption of mine.
Yeah.
So next we have. Oh, this is my favorite. This was my second one I've ever been to. This one is called Loving Hut. You
Oh,
guys ever
I've
heard of
been
that
there.
one?
Yeah.
That one's one of the more popular ones.
Yeah.
But that one is, oh my God, that one's so bomb. There's actually what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 locations in total. I won't bore you guys with all of them.
And then what was the name of it again? I'm sorry.
Loving Hut.
Oh, okay.
That one is delicious. If you've never been to any of these vegan spots, Dip, Loving Hut, try it out, man. And there's 5 locations, so there's gotta be one near you. That's the only one that's got like multiple locations. I mean, there's some other ones that have more than one location, I think, but this is the only one that has like this one has 5 locations.
I don't see a picture for this one.
For the Loving Hut?
Yeah.
Man, I might have messed up on it.
Yeah.
There's a chance I might have missed that one.
They got one in our neighborhood, right?
Yes, they have one in Litchfield that's
Yeah.
on 5115 North Dysart Road, Suite 220. That's the one I usually go to.
Yeah, and they're super nice there too.
Yeah, they're awesome people,
Yeah.
man. They're really nice. There's another one I've been to once in Phoenix, and it is open. Okay, it's open because when I drove up, it's in a weird little area. Everything's like done over there, and I had the balls to get out, and I was like, you know what? I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm not messing with McDonald's. I'm trying to see if this Loving Hut is open. And they're open. And it was delicious. It was still wonderful service.
Yeah.
They greeted me. It was nice. They got delicious food. And that Phoenix location, 239 East Indian School Road. And then we have the special mention, sorry, from the Giving Tree. Because it's specially it's organic and it's gluten-free.
Okay.
So Giving Tree. I have not been to this one yet. I've heard it's really, really good. This one is also in Phoenix. It's at 2024 North 7th Street, Suite 111 in Phoenix. And then they have an express takeout only, which is in Scottsdale. So if you want to just get delivery or takeout, you can visit the express location in Scottsdale at 7127 East Shea Boulevard, Scottsdale. And that is be Health is Wealth segment there. Are we due for
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
okay, we're gonna go for a quick little break, pay some bills, and get right back to you.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment, a race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back. Alrighty. Segment number 2 we got coming up for you guys. It's Wacky Wealth. Now, this one isn't necessarily too wacky in the sense of what's the nice way? I mean this in the most respectful way possible, as in strange or weird, because the last ones I brought up were like kind of weird and different, out of pocket, like left field, you know. But this one is just more weird of a realization.
Okay.
So this Wacky Well segment today, we're going to talk about gas, because it's wacky about the way gas is right now. Gas is just ridiculous right now. So I was looking around and looking around on some articles, and it said I found that the average U.S. gas price, and this is the average over the U.S. I think we might have been past this for a little bit longer, but the average over the U.S. officially hit $5 for the first time ever on Saturday, which was the on
It's
Saturday
crazy.
the 11th. So nationwide, for the first time ever in history, we've hit $5. And that's some wacky stuff right there, man. I mean,
Yep.
it's crazy how much it costs right now.
I mean, it's crazy because now I'm hearing people are like having to contemplate what, like, do I go to work or do I call out, because of the fact that, I mean, it's gonna add up.
Seriously, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm personally one of those people. Like
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily am I going to call out, but I'm trying to encourage
make it by.
myself and tell myself that this is like a sign for me to go harder on my entrepreneurship,
Yep.
because I've been out there. I've been one of these drivers
Yeah.
for the longest time. You know, it's the freedom of being able to have control of your schedule is phenomenal. It's the greatest feeling. And that's the feeling the wealthy people have.
Yeah.
And once I felt that, you know, it's almost like a drug. You know, I don't want to give that up. But now I'm at a position to where I'm spending so much on gas. Is it really going to be worth me going out and doing these deliveries for
Yeah.
Uber Eats or Instacart or whatever and paying for the gas? I mean, luckily I still have a little Kia Rio,
Yeah.
so it's not hitting me tremendous yet. But I've seen people out there in like muscle cars and SUVs still trying to do deliveries. I'm like,
It's crazy
how?
because I mean, it's still packed out there. I'm like, man, like, I'm looking at the gas as I'm, I'm gassing up. I'm like, man, it's so expensive. And it's
Right?
still packed there out in the streets.
hmm
So I'm just like,
So the article I was reading though was on CNN, and they were reading a nationwide reading from the AAA, and they did say that over the weekend we did get a slight little help. It dropped slightly, like slightly. It dropped down to 498.
Wow.
But the reason I go on is because this guy, where's his name at? Tom Closa, he's saying that even though we did have this little drop during the weekend, it's gonna go back up. So the peak was we hit $5.02 as a nationwide average, and then we dropped down to $4.98, which in a sense it does make a bit of a difference. But when you're looking at the numbers next to each other, 502, 498, that's not really much.
nah.
But he's saying with the way it's going and with everybody fully being out of school and summer fully kicking in pretty soon, he's guaranteeing that we're gonna hit 6 as a
Wow.
as a nation average.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
As a nation average.
Well, I mean, like I said, man, I always say, dude, we need to start looking at alternatives much harder. I mean, like I
Yes.
said, most of the big car companies are already saying they're going away from oil in the next 10 to 15 years anyway. So, we need to get over it and get ourselves used to alternatives
Mhm.
and just start getting used to it, bro. Because
Definitely.
Yep.
it's
I don't know.
going, and
I
they're
don't
gonna
know.
what they're doing. I'm sorry to cut you off, but what
No,
I
that's
feel
good.
as though they're doing is they're milking it because they know it's over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They know that this is coming to an end. So let's go ahead and make as much money as we can off all these motherfuckers before
Mhm.
we go to the side.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they're making million. I mean, the profits that they're making right now is ridiculous.
Because I bet you I haven't sat down and looked at any statistics, but just thinking about it, I bet you the cost of like electric batteries for say like the Prius and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
that average cost is probably gone up,
Right.
which is, you know, them like you're saying, like they're jumping on the opportunity that a lot of people are like, oh well, gas is going up, so screw this, I'm gonna go electric.
Right.
But then they're like, oh well, if everybody wants electric, we can up these battery prices.
Uh-huh.
So
Well, they're
everybody,
already expensive.
so
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. If more people are driving them, then it should drop the price down.
It should, but I feel like it's gonna go up before it goes down.
Yeah, but you know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 for most of these cars right now. So
I don't see why no one. I mean, there may be somebody out there, but I don't understand. I don't see why it's not a big thing that no one's working on a solar option to fuel a vehicle.
well, I mean, I don't know how well that'll work, but yeah, they maybe the cars with the roof is solar, or, you know.
Well, you could either do it in a sense of the car itself is solar, or
Even the
you
roadways.
have you can
Right,
still
right.
go with the battery pack,
Yeah.
and the way you charge the battery is solar.
Yeah.
So, but I just feel like there should be especially out here in the Valley of the Sun.
Yeah.
That's our nickname, the Valley of the Sun. There should be a lot more solar going on, you know. But what I want to talk to about, is wealth for generations. So we're always talking about trying to build wealth, and it may not always be a quick get rich quick scheme. Sorry, blah 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 blah. But I like to kind of chip away at things, and then in the end, it opens up your mind, and you end up saving a lot more than what you expected. So where I'm going with that is, if you haven't heard about it, I want to bring up the app called Get Upside.
Okay.
Have you heard about it?
I have not, no.
Have you heard about it, Dip?
The what the app called what now?
It's an app called Get Upside.
No, no, no.
It's an app that gives you cash back when you get gas.
Oh, yeah, I heard
So
the
that's one of
commercials
'em?
for it. Yeah.
And I actually use that one. So I'm gonna double back in a second, but I want to drop these other options because I personally don't use these other options, and I just want to let people know that there's options, because that's what Wealth for Generations is all about. Just letting you know that there's options out there to help you out. If you're out there paying gas every day and just coming out of your pocket and paying full price, there's options out there to help you out. Okay. So first and foremost, I was thinking about what we were talking about last
Yeah.
week when you mentioned the
Price card,
the
gift
gift
card?
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's one right there. Did you catch that last week, Dip? What Patrick was talking about? He said that. So everybody, all y'all out there, listen up. Here's a little hustle right now. So what you do is, if you have a Fry's VIP membership, what Fry's does is they'll give you extra fuel points when you do certain tasks with the Fry's VIP account. So sometimes they'll tell you that you can get 3, maybe even 4 times the VIP points, or the fuel points, if you buy this gift card. So then what they do is they go buy the gift card, but then they guesstimate what they're going to spend on gas, and they put that on the gift card instead of just buying an extra gift card and being and just being like, oh, well, I guess I got a gift card for $20 and then I'm getting
Right.
these fuel points. They just buy put the money that they were going to spend on gas anyways, and then get the gift card and activate the gift card with that money, and then they get the fuel points, and then they can turn around and use they can use the fuel points with the gift card that they just put the money on.
Yep.
So then you're getting like 3 times extra fuel points, so you get a better discount when you go get your fuel points. So that's one way right there. Okay.
Right.
There's this other one I just learned. Are you guys familiar with the Walmart Plus member?
Nah.
I wasn't familiar. I didn't even know Walmart had a thing. I know all these places are starting to get their own little memberships and stuff like that, but I
Yeah.
didn't know Walmart had one. So what I learned is Walmart, with the Walmart Plus membership, is you can actually utilize the Sam's Club gas stations.
Oh, nice.
Because a lot of people don't know. I don't know if you guys know out there, but Walmart and Sam's Club, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. You're basically just shopping at the Walmart warehouse when you go to Sam's Club. Oh, mind blown. So if you don't know, if you out there have a Walmart Plus membership, you can go to the Sam's Club gas and get that discount. It may not be as much as a Get Upside or the Fries one, but at least it's something. Those Costco and those Sam's Club prices are usually significantly cheaper than your Circle K or your Exxon or Mobil, or Exxon is Mobil, I believe, um, or your Chevron or what have you. And actually, the Walmart Plus, if I remember correctly, the Walmart Plus does work at the Exxon and the Exxon Mobil and the Chevron. So you can use it at Exxon, Mobil, Sam's Club, and if you're lucky, I haven't seen too many of them. They're usually out on the east, but there's some Walmarts that have gas as well,
Okay.
and you can use it there.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Costco has the same setup.
Mhm.
I think through City Card or something like that,
Oh,
and
so
it's
you
the
can do
same
like a third.
concept.
You don't have to
Yeah,
have a actual Costco member. You can just get it for the gas.
like you can get their credit card. I think you still have to have the Costco membership,
Oh, you
but
do?
it's like it's just reduced or something like that. I'm not
Oh,
I'm
so
not
like an extra
100%
gas.
sure.
Oh, you're saying so like extra gas card
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah,
Dope, dope. So that's a 3. You got 3 right there.
yeah.
Actually, that's a 2 in 1 right there because Costco, you're already gonna get a discount if
Yeah.
you have your Costco membership. But if you got a Costco membership, you can get a Costco gas card that probably gets you even
Like
better
yeah,
discounts on
more
top
points or
of
something.
the off of the Costco gas
Yeah.
already. And then last but not least, I don't really own a lot of credit cards, so I don't know too much about this one,
Uh-huh.
but I do know that there are gas credit cards that have reward programs
Okay.
built in. So you could go get like a Shell gas card. If you are good about your gas and you budget your gas right,
Mhm.
you can go get yourself a Shell gas card, and then you just basically have a credit card that you got to pay off. Yeah, it's a credit card you got to pay off, but most likely it's gonna have a rewards program to where you can get discounts on your gas. So that's another one. So that's 4, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's
4
4.
Mhm.
total. So now we got 5. 5 is the one that I love. Not everybody likes it because they team up with Circle K a lot, and a lot of people will talk down about Circle K,
'Cause it's
but
trash.
it is trash. But like I said before too, I got a little Kia Rio. I understand if you drive something a little nicer, a little more luxurious, then yeah, you probably should be putting something better than some Circle K or some AMPM in there. But my vehicle is an A to B car. I get gas a lot, and there's a lot of Circle Ks. So, so I use Get Upside, and Get Upside sometimes it has its moments where you'll go get gas and it's only 1, 2, 3 cents cash back. But to be honest, I got a little guilty confession. I was a little late today, but I stopped and got gas. That's why I was late today. I stopped and got gas, and I used my Get Upside on the way here, and I actually got 22 cents per gallon cash back when I went and got gas right now because
Wow.
I use Get Upside.
That's dope.
And
Yeah.
then the cool thing about it is my mom is over here chilling and she's probably getting dough off of me because the cool thing about Get Upside is you can create your team. And it's almost like I don't want anybody to throw this name on it too heavily, but it's kind of similar to like a pyramid scheme.
Oh, okay.
So say you use my referral code and you come in.
Uh-huh.
Every time you go use your discount and get cash back,
Yeah.
I get a percentage off of what you spent also.
Oh, okay. So
But
it's
it
like a
doesn't
win-win.
but it doesn't touch yours.
Okay.
It doesn't affect your percentage.
Yeah.
I just get a percentage off of that total. It's like a fraction of yours. Like I
I
get
get it.
like
I understand.
2% or something like that.
Yeah.
So if you end up getting $2 back, I probably get 20 cents.
Okay.
But if I got 6 people on my team and they all just did 20 cents, that's $1.20 back for me.
Yeah.
Plus whatever I spent for the week. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then the cool thing about Get Upside too is it's growing, but they got restaurants and they got grocery stores. The grocery stores is kind of struggling. I saw Sprouts on there for a little bit in Albertsons, but they disappeared. I think people just weren't using it because they did like a single store. But there's I never been there. I think it's called Cardenas, Cardenas, something like that. Market. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Have you ever heard of it?
I haven't, no.
Have you ever heard of that place, Dip?
I have not.
No, me either. But if you heard it and you got to Get Upside, you can get cash back at the grocery store over there. I used it over the weekend at Fire Pie. I went and
Wow.
got myself a gluten-free vegan pizza over there. I got 7% cash back, and it's racking up. I got actually let me just so you guys know and this is no endorsement. I'm not endorsed by Get Upside or nothing like that. I just really enjoy it. And right now, you guys probably won't be able to zoom in all the way and see, but right now I am at $198.71 that I can cash out to my PayPal, or actually I can cash out to my bank account if I want to. So it'll go straight to my bank account and it's cash. It's not like a point system and I got to get gift cards or nothing like that. It's cash back and I get cash directly to my account. And my lifetime earnings is at $282.44. Last time I cashed out was, and this is what I do. Last time I cashed out was when we went on our family trip. I cashed out for my gas. The
Wow.
gas for the family trip.
Right.
So now that's $200 less I got to spend on gas.
Mhm.
I just cashed out my cash app. So if you guys want, you can contact me if you want to use a referral code, or if you want to just go ahead and set it up on your own. It's all up to you. But those are 5 different recommendations for you guys to save some gas out in this crazy $5 a gallon gas world. Headed to 6. Crazy enough, I even heard there's a chance we may hit 7. But hopefully not. Hopefully by then, they stop killing people for making hydro-fueled vehicles and we can drive on water. But I'm not saying any more about that because people are dying about
Conspiracy
that
theories.
shit.
Okay.
So that is gonna be our wacky wealth for the day, because it is goddamn crazy that gas is at $5 a gallon right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And that's the nation average, man. We're at like, what are we? I think we're at like 560, 550.
The problem
or
is this,
something
though,
like that.
bro. The main problem is this: that as a country and as a capitalistic country, we know that inflation is part of the system,
Mhm.
but we do nothing to change the dynamics of our income raising with the inflation.
Yep.
So if
Yep.
a year comes and we have a high inflation year, then our income should offset that by getting us a percentage raise of that inflation. Every
Exactly.
year,
Yep.
at the end of the year, they calculate, hey, inflation was 7% this year, so people should get a 7% raise across the board.
My homie actually told me, I was talking to my homie the other day in Florida, and he said he basically took that into his own hands when he was at his job, because the minimum wage went up, and he kind of keeps track of that stuff. And he said, literally, I went into the office the next day and talked to my boss and was like, hey, so originally when I was hired, we agreed that I would be able to make over minimum wage because I had these certain skills and these qualities for you.
Mm-hmm.
And now minimum wage is what I'm making now. So I'm going to have to either go ahead and find another place that can pay me what I'm worth because I'm above a minimum wage, or I'm going to have to get a raise.
That's real.
To match my skills.
That's real. I mean, the thing is,
and dude did it.
I mean, that's the way it should be.
Yes,
but
it is.
And you know that, believe it or not, in other countries, this is law. In other places, this is law.
Yeah.
And your wages are connected to inflation. So every year you see a nice little raise, and depending on how high inflation went, how high your raise will be.
Yep. That's why I can't wait till we like really start diving in and we get talking about these high yield dividend accounts and things like that and stuff, and get into these accounts with these non-taxable. We're gonna learn how to get around all this and make sure that we can still accumulate some wealth.
Yeah.
And like I said, I take baby steps. You guys might be out there wanting the get rich quick scheme.
It
don't exist.
No, it don't work, man.
No matter what you want, no matter what you want to get, you got to put in the work. You got to respect the process.
Trust the process.
Respect it. Put some name on it.
They haven't made it out the first round.
So we're going to head into the next segment of the show today. Today, we are hitting up We Building Boy. And today on We Building Boy, we're going to highlight my co-host, Mr. Patrick Tellez, with his non-profit, right?
Yeah.
That's what I
mean, kind of. It's in the words.
It's basically like a non-profit.
Yeah.
But we getting it together. Everything's going to come up because you know why? Because we helping you build it, boy.
Yes.
So
that's what it's about, baby.
We have the nonprofit organization called One Love,
Mhm.
and I have a little
One love.
yep.
It's actually who it was inspired by Bob Marley.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
That's a different song.
Yeah.
I was thinking. One love. That's so
Oh, I
crazy how
got
you could take
Mission-
one word and make it into
a whole nother song.
10
Yeah.
different songs, man.
So we got a little mission statement I want to read for the crowd real quick from One Love. It says, "Good morning, good afternoon, or evening, whichever it seems to be at this time. This is the One Love group where we will be involved in activities and or events that help motivate, build, or restore the character and soul of the person. Where we act on heart rather than our mind. Feel free to join as a friend and become like family. One Love group has been inspired by the great and late Bob Marley, as well as other things that bring ease. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If there's opportunity, someone who just needs to talk, or a special event, etc., please feel free to post. One Love is here to help. One Love is not your everyday group, yet one love that or everyday group, yet one that promises to not be of stress or hectic headaches. Thank you for your time and have a blessed day." And that is the One Love mission statement on the Facebook group page.
Yeah, man.
Just a little introduction to let you know what Patrick is about, what One Love is all about. But
Mhm.
the man is right here to my left. So I'll let him give us a little bit more insight on just what One Love is all about, what you're trying to do, if you have any plans for it in the future right now,
Right now is
and how it all comes together between me and you as well too, to let the people know
yeah,
that
right
is
now it's kind of just not I don't want to say stagnant. It's just because the fact that I got so much going on that I'm trying to do different things.
yeah.
But the whole context of One Love, it actually stands for one opportunity for volunteers every day. It was a platform that I was trying to build so people can come and, if they were looking for volunteer opportunities or just like a way to be more empathetic to today's culture, today's society, and
Mhm.
be able to, you know, it was just another avenue for people to
To
come
be more
to.
involved in the community.
Correct, yes. So with that, that's why I was, like, doing a ton of different, work through nonprofits, trying to get people to come together. If they
Mhm.
wanted to work with kids, I found a resource for that. If they wanted to, go do a soup kitchen, we look for an
Mhm.
avenue for that. And literally, I was just putting myself out there, trying to figure out, okay, like, how can I bring everybody together in a sense?
Definitely sounds very similar, and I think that's kind of how and why we met. Very similar to Desertland Kids,
Yes.
but a lot of people don't know about Desertland Kids out there because kind of in the same boat. It
Yeah.
kind of came a little stagnant because my brain just is always at 1 million and always going. So
Yeah.
I always have 8 million ideas and projects I'm working on. I'm definitely going to revisit that, but yeah. So how did Desertland Kids and One Love kind of connect or reconnect? Because we
We've
went to
actually
school together and everything.
Yeah, we've
So
kinda, like, mingled, here and there, but I think we came together through Anthony's, when he was trying to build something, or I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
he
When
has the stuff built, but we were kinda, like, helping him, in
I
different.
think he was in a even though it's not to cut you off, sorry,
Yeah,
but even though Who I Am was somewhat built, he was in a rebuilding stage in this
correct.
location when we came along, I think
Yeah,
is what it was. Yeah.
yeah, and then we were able to bring, our ideas together, and we did, different stuff from, First Fridays to,
Yeah, the
um
the free hugs.
yeah,
That was an
and
awesome event.
yeah, and able to, incorporate a lot of our ideas with Who I Am as well.
Yes.
And I think our energy just, we were able to connect on a different, level. I think that's the reason why we are here today.
Yes, definitely, man, definitely.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I definitely worked with a lot of different people with the Who I Am.
Mhm.
Um, I got in pretty deep. When I started with them, I just dove head in, and then my lady actually was I'm gonna be upset with myself right now because I can't remember all the titles, but my lady had a title and my mom had a title at
Okay.
once within the Who I Am Foundation.
Yeah.
So I did quite a bit with them, and it was just awesome being able to experience all those different type of things and be involved in the community,
Yeah.
and a lot of those people, sorry, I just wanna make sure that I'm not rude.
Yeah.
But a lot of those people will just come and go, you know? Not everybody is coming out to volunteer for the right reason.
And I get it, because that was the same thing with, like, with One Love, and that's the reason why I had to take a step back to kinda reevaluate the situation, because I felt too many people were using it as an avenue for them to spotlight themselves.
Yes.
And it's like, that's not the idea where I'm going from. And that was the
Mhm.
reason why I never had a title with other nonprofits, and reason why I never was able to take it to the next step, because the fact that I need someone that's going to be at the same level where I'm at to be able to build One Love to where I need it to be. The
Mhm.
whole mascot for One Love is just the person figure. It could be
Mhm.
anybody, male, female, whoever it is. It's just, it's giving everybody the opportunity to be able to, take on that next step.
Yes,
And
yes.
the way that One Love actually came apart was, man, I think it was back in 2013. I had a rough day at work, and
Mhm.
um, it was back, at a few companies ago that I was working at, and this girl literally was just grinding me, just giving me a hard time. So I
Like
went
a
home.
supervisor or something like that?
Yeah, and I went home and I was just like sitting. I was just so frustrated. I was just so overwhelmed. And then in the background, I hear Bob Marley's One Love playing. And then I
Mhm.
started thinking to myself, I'm like,
One
why
love,
am I dwelling on my own pity?
one
What am I
love.
gonna do about this moment? So from that point on is when One Love, the idea came apart, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna stop from this point on. I'm gonna stop letting that affect me, and I'm gonna start changing people to move them in a positive, direction from
Mhm.
that point on. So yeah,
Man, it sounds like what we need to do is get you a website,
yeah,
and then just get you out there again.
yeah, yeah. I gotta get my
Just
feet
get
wet
out
again.
there and just start collecting, business cards.
Yeah,
Because a lot of these nonprofits out here, if you're gonna be somebody that can be, easiest way to explain it, basically, you would be kinda like a middleman
hmm,
for volunteers.
yeah,
You would be almost like a flexible gig app for a volunteer program.
yeah,
You know, like someone's like, "Oh, well, let's see. I want to volunteer today. I want to volunteer with some kids. Let's see what One Love has to offer. Do they have any kid volunteer options I can do?"
yeah.
Or, like you said, like, I want to volunteer with the elderly. Does One Love have any options? Oh, look, these people over in Tempe need somebody to help with the elderly tomorrow.
And that's what I want One Love to be. Is I just want them to be like the middle ground to where it's going to get everybody to where they need to be, to where it's
Hmm.
bringing all these other nonprofits together. Because even with the nonprofits, I feel like a lot of them, they're too busy trying to fight off everybody else because they're trying to gain their own, I guess, stardom in a sense. And it's like
Yeah.
everybody, we all have a chance to